So when I saw the Captain America movie, I actually want to expound on what someone said on this post in the comments. They said that Steve Rogers saw the best in everyone. All right, let me make this smaller so y'all can see the whole thing. And this is why I don't really like ING's reviews on movies. So, so Captain America saw the best in everyone, and he was willing to fight for them, which his best friend Bucky, right? And the person said they take this same concept and they apply it to Ross because Sam Wilson and Ross have developed a relationship. And when you think about it, if you saw Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it was kind of that same sentiment when he tried to sympathize. I forgot the girl's name who was leading the terrorist group in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right? And he's trying to see the best in her and thought that he could talk her down and changing her mind and things like that. And even when you kind of look at the ending, when he has the full cowl on and things like that, he's talking to all these political leaders and saying basically they need to do better. And it applies to real life. We have so many political leaders who are just about money, who are about their own agendas, who don't really care because they're not in our shoes. And so they say that it's the MCU's military fetish. When you really think about it, Captain America, Steve Rogers, and Captain America, Sam Wilson, being connected to like Shield and the military makes sense because they're military. Steve Rogers is technically a military veteran, and so is Sam Wilson. I don't know if there's like an age that you put someone as a veteran or things like that, but they were former military. I would say Sam is former military because he's still fairly young. And my thing is that you see this same thing in this movie with him and Ross trying to, like, even when he turned into Red Hawk, he finally was able to not talk him down, but you have this moment where he's trying to like get him to stand down. And with all that, I think that, Captain America, who's ever supposed to be the person being Captain America, is supposed to see the best in everyone. I just think it's weird to just try and crap on the movie. It's okay not to like it, but to go as far as to say if you're not understanding the story, you're not understanding the story. That's just what it is. But, him and Ross kind of have this same relationship in this movie where, Ross wants to do everything by force and Sam is kind of on the other side of things. And things like that. Also, I think that Sam Wilson shows the same great leadership qualities. It's just that he's doing it in his own way. I think too many people want him to, like, I don't want to say want him to be like Steve Rogers, but they want those same qualities that Steve Rogers has. And you got to understand, Steve Rogers from 1945. You get what I'm saying? So Steve Rogers is very old-fashioned. And not saying that old-fashioned is bad, but Steve is old-fashioned 1945 to the present day. And we're just talking about the MCU, not even talking about the comic books, right? And then you have someone from more modern times who grew up in different circumstances in different times. Think about it. Like, Sam Wilson, considering his age, grew up in a time where, black people are allowed to do a lot more. Think about Captain America. Grew up at a time where there was racism. So it's two different things. And I think that I ain't gonna cap. I think that they was trying to get that with Sam Wilson and Winter Soldier and Falcon without actually saying it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you say something without actually saying it, and I think that's what they were trying to get with. At least that's my interpretation. I could be wrong. But I think that also Captain America, Steve Rogers and Sam Wilson are also the people to look out for the little person. Because if you watch Captain America, the first movie, I feel like I'm saying Captain America way too much. So I'm just going to say Steve or Sam. In the first movie, Steve says, he doesn't like bullies. It's not about winning. It's not about killing Nazis or doing this or doing that. He wants to look out for the little guy. And it's not even to say that like he wants to win. It's just you don't have to. If you can stop someone from bullying someone, that doesn't mean you have to beat them up. That doesn't mean you have to kill them. It's looking out for someone that can't help themselves. And that's what Captain America, in my opinion, represents. Looking out for the people that cannot defend themselves. And possibly even giving them the tools to help defend themselves. But it's always looking out for people that are helpless. You even see this sentiment in Civil War when Captain America, I did it again. When Steve Rogers says, what if there's a place we need to go and they don't let us? That is why he didn't want to go with the Soviet Accords. Because if the government sends them to fight some big threat, who's going to protect the people that are defenseless? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Who is going to protect the people that are defenseless? This is what Captain America is all about. This is what Steve was all about. This is what Sam Wilson is all about. Protecting those that cannot be protected and defending the people. They are for the people. Steve made himself a whole fugitive for 2 years because he was like, nah, this is bad. I mean, from his viewpoint, it's bad, right? And then Iron Man finally came to his senses. Like, yeah, because after what happened, but the damage was already done. So, ING, do better. Your reviews are doo-doo dog crap. And, at least on movies. I mess with y'all other than that. But some of y'all movie reviews are kind of outlandish and out of pocket in my opinion. But that's my opinion. Same way this is your opinion. So, with that being said, tell me what you guys thought about the movie if you saw it. And let me know. All right.